Welcome to the Wrong News at 5. It's not 5, therefore it's the wrong news at the wrong time. I'm Wolf Alexander, independent for Congress, here at Washington Square Park. I missed yesterday. I hope people weren't upset. I was at the Daily Show bothering him, Jon Stewart. And I bothered him again this morning, so I don't know how long it's going to take for him to cave, but he's definitely going to have me on the show, or he's going to have to move the studio to a secret location. So, let's see what else. Well, I got a fantastic new sign, courtesy of, I can never remember this, H House and Son? No, Embroidery House and Son, on Broadway, 1430. You got to go downstairs. It's really like the Goodfellas entrance, where you just walk through random hallways and see random stuff going on, and then suddenly you come to a really cool shop, which does really nice patch and embroidery work. So call Jose. Whoever answers the phone, I'm not sure of the number, but Google it, and you will be connected with somebody who can do really good embroidery. It's in the theater district. No, excuse me. It's in the garment district, and there used to be all kinds of places like that, but he said there's only a few left. So, let's see what else. And that was not paid. That was not an advertisement. That was just me returning the favor for him making some fantastic stuff at an express rate in terms of speed and very affordable. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, right. So yesterday I went up, and I probably talked about this in last night's... well, no, it was live. I was doing a radio show while I was there. So this is my report of that report, or my report of the day. So I went up there, and I got there at like 1 or maybe a little earlier, and I just walked around the neighborhood. There's only one coffee shop, so I thought, okay, well, if any of the staff go anywhere, they probably have to go here. But they never heard, I mean, they'd heard of the Daily Show, but the staff didn't go in there as far as he knew now. Anyway, so I then like walked up and down the block and like just had my jacket and bag on, and was just... The audience was across the street, and I didn't want to bug them because I didn't really know what the story was, so I just kind of hung out, and they got to... my hits went way up on my website and stuff, so that was a winner. And I didn't have any good signs yet. Like, this is just version 1. Let's see, what else? Anyway, so I was up there, and I kept wanting to talk to them, but John had like 4 or 5 of his goons out there, and I didn't want to get into a man-off because it would have ended fine for me, but still, it would have been not what I wanted, which was to have cordial relations between me and Jon Stewart. So I have to get him to contact me without causing a ruckus, at least an illegal one. So let's see, what else? Yes, I'm just hanging out here. I can sit for like 45 minutes before I absolutely cannot stand it any longer. And it's not even cold today. It's just I can't stand just not doing anything. Maybe the American Ninja Warrior course is free of children. I hope, but probably not. Let's see. I'm almost out of pizza, so that. But I'm going to hold off on more because I'm trying to not waste all the money I have on pizza. No, it's not a waste. It's pizza. It's fantastic. Oh, I forgot my pipe. I was in crisis mode for about 10 seconds, and then I thought, well, no, I'll MacGyver this or Rebel rig it. But then I thought, well, I don't have any paper that I can get to easily, and I don't have anything. I didn't have my backup pipe, which I also forgot. And so for a minute, I'm like, oh, no, I can't get high. And then I thought, oh, yes, I can. And then because I found this on the front of the... I would show you on the television show. I'll show you the what the hell is it called? Brass muzzleloader powder horn thing that is for a muzzle loading rifle, and I have it full of marijuana, and the front of it is pointed. It looks like it's a brass pipe about 2 inches long and 1/8 of an inch in diameter. It's perfect. I just didn't even think of it. I would have thought of it first. I wouldn't have been so upset. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's a nice day, and it's nice to be. This is the first nice day that I've gotten to hang out. It's been cold every single day. Yesterday was not bad, but I wasn't here. So I felt a little bad. I have on my website that I'll be here every day at 4 o'clock, for like 4 to 6-ish, and then I wasn't here. So if you stop by and I wasn't here, I apologize. But you could have messaged me and I would have been like, hey. What happened else that was funny yesterday? I walked home along the river. That was cool. So I was already over at 11th Avenue. So I just went a little more west and found the Hudson and went south for a little bit. And then I finally have a working compass. That was, and I didn't trust it for like a week. But now I think it will put me in the right direction, at least until I walk by a very large magnet, which I don't know where they would be. There's got to be some really cool physics department here at NYU. I just don't really care. Let's see, what else? Oh, Barron Trump jokes. Okay. So it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, and Barron is, well, he's already gone home for the day, I think. He got picked up at school and brought home by his father's clan of goons and young goons. I can't even imagine the Hitler Youth that entrance must be like. Him and his Secret Service agents, not including if there are any women that are covering him. I'm sure they're nice. But I'm talking about the rest of the idiots that Trump hires, who would just say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, may I shine your knob, sir? Yeah, so I don't want any servants or anything like that. I don't understand why anybody would. It's just, let's see, what else? I don't know. I don't know what to say. You're gonna have to give me a second to think of something. I'm listening in the background to the soundtrack for the movie Trainspotting, which is all about drugs, and it's really funny. And yeah, I hate heroin, or I never tried it, but well, I guess technically I have. I took two pills of some opiate nature, and I fucking hated the feeling. Never again. And yeah, so that was. How did I get on that? Oh yeah, right, because they all do heroin in this movie. So I'm not encouraging that. I'm just encouraging the fun that they have otherwise. There's a dead baby in it, which I don't have a problem with because I really don't like babies. It's very shocking, though. You want to talk about a fucking trigger warning for parents? Wow. Anyway, let's see what else. Yeah, you should read the email that I sent this morning to The Daily Show, to everybody that I could find, their email addresses. It's like 6 or 7 went through. One of the producers, Michael Costa, and 4 or 5 general ones. And I know they're getting it. And there's no way that my antics yesterday weren't reported, so the question is, when is he going to give in? And it's a good give-in because I want to give him everything politically that he wants, but still, he doesn't want to because I'm demanding it, and this is not the way you're supposed to do things. Well, I don't care. Let's see, what else? All right, I got my new flag. Finally, the order put through. I finally found a printer, Print More, M-O-O-R. Finally, I got someone who would just talk to me on the phone and get the job put into the system. And very difficult. I'm sorry, New York, but some things you over-professionalize. Like, I just want to talk to somebody and be like, hey, can you do this? How much? When? And then get those answers right then. And here it's emails and forms and days, and no. This is what the Doge assholes are complaining about the most, because I know them, which I don't care for them, but still, they do have... And John was annoying to me last night when he was, like, backing it a little bit, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're confusing your watchers, saying that, well, Doge is kind of right, like, philosophically. Well, what do you mean? Like, nah, that's too close to the line for the average viewer to understand, so... what else? But yeah, he made a fantastic commercial against my opponent, Dan Goldman. If you haven't seen it, it's tagged on all of my pages, television and radio. It's not tagged on YouTube, but Instagram and TikTok, it's at the top. This is who I'm running against, and you think he should win? Okay. Let's see, what else? I don't know if anybody else is running. I hope there are no women running in the Democratic primary, because if they win, then I'm going to have a serious problem. Because I'm not going to be able to campaign dirty, and that's so much fun against a man. So I might not even want to win. Like, it's swapping for a man for a woman, which I support in principle and want all over the country, except I do want a seat as well. So I don't know. I'll cross that bridge if I come to it. I guess I could move to the 12th. Jerry Nadler is not going to have a primary challenger, so I could just beat his old ass all over creation. But the problem is his voters are also older, and they're not going to think that I'm so cool. So it's a trade-off. But maybe by then, I don't know. Well, anyway, that's in the future. So this is 2025, not 2026, so those important decisions don't have to be made. All I have to decide is, do I want more weed? I think the answer is yes. So stand by. Stand by for a little longer than you might want to, because I gotta do all the loading and the lighting and the talking and the balancing and the potential campaigning and all kinds of things. And I do not have my regular pipe. I have this Rebel rigged one. And all right, here we go. So stand by while I increase the humor, I hope, of this show.
No, fuck no. I'm so scared right
now. Okay, well, I'm not any higher yet, so don't expect brilliance. But so what else happened in Barron Trump's life today? Barron wants to ask a girl out, but he's afraid that his dad won't like her, or will like her, either way. That's probably his biggest fear, of having a girlfriend and having his dad steal her, because I'm sure he would do that. And not that he would, Donald could, but that he would want to, because, that's just the kind of person he is. Generally, is as reputable as you can get and still stay out of jail. I'm just amazed at his ability to just do whatever is horrible and not get in trouble. Well, I wasn't in Congress, so I'll try it again. And it'll be, well, I can't really do anything to him because I'm not going to be Speaker until he's already leaving. I can ban him from the House of Representatives, and I think the entire building in these last 10 days. But well, I guess 10 days is enough time to impeach and convict. I'll have the votes. All right, why not? I'll try. But then you got to deal with lawyers. He'll have lawyers, and it'll be just a disaster. On the other hand, I don't know. Anyway, there's going to be no more Trump family in office after he leaves. Okay, big promises. Let's see. Other big promises. All right, 1 trillion trees. That's going to get done. We're going to bring all our Army men and women home, and they're going to plant some trees for fun, and so are you if you want. And they're going to be 1 trillion new trees sitting out of the dealership, coming out of a tree dealership. I don't know how you get that many trees that quickly, but I'll put the botanist on it, and they'll get planted, and suddenly the temperature might go down a little bit. And if that doesn't work, we'll do it again. That's big promise number 2. Let's see. Big promise number 3 is that all the wealth comes pouring down out of the billionaires' pockets and bank accounts and land holdings and all that, and is given to everybody else in a reasonable way. And I think that sounds like fun. That means Elon Musk is going to go from having $440 or whatever billion to 1. And I'll repeat, 440 down to 1, and he'll be upset. Good. And I'll enjoy him being upset, and so will you. And let's see. So will Bill Gates. I mean, he's a little bit more generous than your average billionaire, but still, they like to keep their money because they like to control these projects. What gets invested where? His pet cancer projects. His pet cancer projects. His whatever. No. People need the money. Just give it to them now. You don't need to solve cancer 30 years from now. You need to solve somebody's I'm cold or whatever problems now. And somebody's, I need this treatment today. That kind of thing. Anyway, they'll find out. Mark Cuban, Shark Tank is cool. I like that idea, but his money and his land and his resources and most of his things are going to go to people who really need it right now. And that's just the way it's going to be. And if you're unhappy with that and you have less than $1 billion, I can't imagine why, because you're going to get something too. There'll be like an estate sale that's free coming out of their property. I'll post the address online. This is going to actually be passed in Congress. It's not going to be a riot like January 6th. And then people will just collect. There'll be all kinds of land. Do you know how much land they own, the super rich? It's upwards of the state of Maryland, just the top 10 landowners. So all those wonderful acres are going to be up for homesteading options. If you'd like to leave the city and have a good old time in the country, 1 acre seems like I don't think there'll be enough acres for everybody, but I don't think everybody will take it. So let's see. You have to actually go there. You can't just say, okay, I want it. Maybe I'll put a vacation home. No. You got to go be a homesteader. Let's see. What else? More big promises. Direct democracy. This thing I'm talking into, you're going to be able to vote with it about what we do, about who we should bomb. No is my default answer. And, all the other stuff. Where the money goes, where our, time and effort of government employees go. All these things, all the stuff that Congress does now and the president says yes to maybe later, you're going to get to do from your phone. Now, that shouldn't be scary. That should sound like fun. And if you're the person that thinks, the mob isn't smart enough to run things, well, then the mob will know your address. No, I'm kidding. Because people can handle this, I'm pretty sure. Certainly, we don't do as a government, the optimal things most of the time. Which is why Congress has such a low approval rating. I think it's under 10 or something like that. That's not very good. If you were a baseball player and you were 1 for 10, you would not make it very far. Unless you were a pitcher. Let's see. Well, not anymore. It's all DH. I'm sorry to talk about baseball. Jon Stewart is a baseball fan. He's a Mets fan, and I can't wait to tell him the Phillies are better when I'm sitting on his, not on his desk. I was going to say on his couch because that's what he had a long time ago, but anyway, this is going to happen. I'm not leaving, and he's going to do what I said. So, and not through anything bad. I'm not going to do anything bad except be funny out front of his studio until he calls, messages, or texts, or emails. Okay, what else? More Barron Trump jokes. Anyway, so Barron decided to. What did I say earlier? Anyway, hold on. I'm having trouble coming up with comedy right now. Melania. I like doing her voice. So Barron came home today with his lunchbox, and Melania said, "Barron, I thought you were going to go to a club today." And Barron said, "No, Mom." And I don't want to do Barron or Donald, if I just like doing her voice. Let's see, what else? What was I going to say? I wasn't going to say anything, which is why I didn't say it. I don't really think I have anything else to talk about, but I could always smoke more marijuana and think of something. Maybe I'll do that. Sounds good. Oh, do I need to reload the reloader? Not quite. I think I can get one more. How I'm able to not drop this stuff is amazing to me as well. I got just enough, I think, for a little something. This is WEED, the radio network of Wolf Alexander. And you, if you're running for office as well, feel free to use my endorsement without even asking for it. And that will help us rid the system of all these Democrats and Republicans and all the parties who just suck. Because all they do is collect money for themselves and promise you things that they never actually give you. So, all of them. Third parties, I understand wanting them to win, but you're just going to be swapping out the names. And that's not going to help. So, they got to go. That's another big promise. You're never going to have to hear about Democrats and Republicans again. And all of a sudden, people are just going to argue about individual things like, should we build a bridge here? Yes or no? Vote. And then it'll just be much nicer. I promise. So, and don't let them tell you different, because that's their jobs that they're trying to protect. So,